Hello everybody and welcome! I dedicate this video to the Right Honourable, Great and Glorious Robert Gabriel Mugabe, leader of the Zimbabwe African National Union Patriotic Front and a hero of the African liberation struggle, an inspiration to all freedom fighters of the world. In his honor, I am going to produce this special episode featuring the Battlefield Zimbabwe mod, depicting the glorious liberation struggle of the Zimbabwean people against the white colonialist, supremacist, racist regime of the Rhodesians. In light of recent events in Zimbabwe, I have seen it as necessary to produce this series now, a time when fate in the great revolutionary ZANU-PF party is unfortunately beginning to wane. Now let us get into the battle and focus on what's going on. We have captured this point. We have successfully ambushed the pro-apartheid forces. Now we shall make our way to the main base of these imperialists. I would like to say as well that to anybody who is enjoying this gameplay so far and wants to see more of this mod, please let me know in the comment section, because if this receives a good reception, if I can say so myself, I would be more than happy to turn Battlefield Zimbabwe into a full-blown series. Of course, you would have to wait a bit before I do begin such a series, because I have other series to finish. But regardless, I believe that this would make a very interesting and a very fitting series for the channel. Please let me know in the comment section if you think the same. Now let's get in this vehicle, this armored truck of sorts. Gun down these colonialist troops from wherever they may be coming from, and get ready to defend our positions. So far this seems like a very interesting mod. The levels seem well thought out, and they aren't just direct conversions of Battlefield Vietnam. I'm enjoying it myself. But now let's get back into character, because we are fighting in a glorious liberation struggle. It is the late 1970s, and the forces for Zimbabwean African liberation are growing stronger by the day. We are fighting against the racist regime of Ian Smith, whose regime, whose government is so brutal that not even the Western imperialists have been willing to support it. The only states allied to the current Rhodesian regime are the South African apartheid government and the Portuguese colonialists. And now, with that fantastic explosion successfully carried out, we will prepare to strike back, because the Rhodesian security forces have seized one of our bases. This cannot and will not stand. Luckily we have an RPG, rocket-propelled grenade launcher, to take out these Rhodesian armored vehicles. And so in our suicide attack we have saved our base. Now let's continue to press onwards. In the name of the African people, of the rightful owners of this land. Take that, Edward Robertson, you colonialist bastard! We are proud Zimbabweans and will not allow ourselves to be subjugated ever again. Led onwards by the great Marxist-Leninist revolutionary genius, Robert Mugabe, we are ready to fight until the bitter end. Using these weapons generously provided by our Chinese comrades, we shall march forwards to victory. We shall fight for the greater good of the entire African continent, setting an example to oppressed peoples around the world. And with that attempted attack over, we can continue to press onwards. The Zanla base has been retaken. The Zimbabwe African National Liberation Army shall fight onwards to victory here and now. The Rhodesian security forces shall be slaughtered if they dare to stand in our way. And we shall all march as one, marching towards the conquest of power and the emancipation of the black race. The days of colonialism and minority rule shall come to an end, but only by the force of our arms. Now let's secure our revolution. In the name of all the martyrs and of all the heroes of Zimbabwe, but especially in the name of Comrade Robert Mugabe. No force shall be able to stop us, for we have justice on our side. And for every ZANLA soldier that falls in battle, 10 more shall rise to replace him. Because day by day, the Zimbabwean people have witnessed the evils of imperialism and the righteousness of the liberation cause. To any ZANU-PF members who are watching by any chance this video, I urge you on to keep the revolutionary fire, the spirit of liberation burning, that Zimbabwe may ever prosper, and that it may always come out on top of its enemies. Now let us continue our fight in the name of our great leader, Robert Gabriel Mugabe. For in spite of the enemies which surround us, we cannot do anything else but triumph. On a slightly less radical note, those of you who want to see the next episode of Battlefield Yugoslavia, it will be uploaded next week. Until then, hold tight. And now, we shall claim victory, shooting down that helicopter with our Kalashnikov rifle as a final sign to all enemies of Zimbabwe and of the Zimbabwe African National Union Patriotic Front that we shall always be victorious. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to leave a comment and a like, telling me if I should turn this into a series. If I should make Battlefield Zimbabwe / Battlefield Rhodesia a full series. I have been the Nerd Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for today. The warmest of revolutionary greetings to each and every one of you.